Hi there, welcome back to episode 3 of our vanilla survival series. I did a bit of mining in between episodes just to try and get some iron more than anything else because, as you can see, we have pretty much none to our name. And when I was mining near my base, I came across this spider spawner, so we're going to kick off this episode by transforming this into an XP grinder. Let's go! Oh, and you might be wondering why I'm not using my diamond pick. It's here. You can see the durability is really low, so we're going to keep this for the museum. But you can see on my travels through the mines, I came across a mine shaft and pretty much took everything, everything I could fit in my inventory. So we're actually doing pretty well. I did find a couple more diamonds that I did mine, but they were in a random cave and I wouldn't have found them again even if I saved them for when we get enchants. So I decided to mine them up, which is a good thing because we probably need to make another pick, to be honest. I'm gonna actually finish up our tools. I didn't realize I gathered so much iron from the mine shaft, so that's awesome. So actually, ta-da! Finally, episode 3, and we finally have a full set of iron armor. Awesome. Oh, well, hello there. You would have been very useful had I not found that village near my base. So originally the exit I tried to make nearest my base came out in the middle of the lake, hence the water elevator staircase. But we can close that up now, we don't need it anymore. Because we're going to make a proper water elevator when this chamber is finished. And as for you, my friend, you are unfortunately no use to me, so you can't stay here, so you gotta go. So this spot over here was the original exit point for the spider spawner. It was as close as I could get to the base, but it's not ideal. So I'm working on the bubble elevators. So the actual entrance is kind of over there now. And all we need is some kelp. That's not actually something that we have gathered yet. So I'm going to do a bit of harvesting here and then we're going to head off to the wide, wide ocean in search of some kelp. In the last session, I wandered over there to try and get some cows, and there were absolutely none. So I did find 2 sheep, and I've been sort of breeding them up very slowly. There we go. 2 more babies, lovely. But still no cows, I just can't find them anywhere, so that's definitely a side quest that we're gonna just keep working on. Hopefully we'll get some eventually because I'm really eager to get an enchanting setup going now that we nearly have a way to replenish our XP. Okay, so that's our farming done for the day. Now let's head off to the ocean and try to find some kelp. I know I saw some somewhere and I'm just trying to remember where. So I know that way is towards our village and it's a dead end, so I think we'll just head off in this direction. Perfect, so that was just around the corner, which was lovely. I haven't been out this far yet, so we'll have to do some exploring really soon. It would be great to get some shipwrecks and see what loot we can find from buried treasure, so that's definitely on the to-do list. Right, so I'm heading into the nether because of course we need some soul sand to activate the bubble elevator at the spider spawner to be able to have a way out. So yeah, hopefully it won't take too long looking around the nether to find a soul sand valley, but we shall see. So I went in that direction last time looking for a warped forest and I found one kind of above us there, but I didn't explore beyond that, so I certainly didn't go in this direction. Much better. Oh my goodness. The forest was just around there. You've got to be kidding me. I dug all the way through the basalt delta and all I needed to do was turn off fog. Right, well, let that be a lesson to anyone who plays with fog on. I mean, it's good news in a way because we can always come back, but man, if only I had gone around the other corner. Oh, and it's huge too. Oh, don't look at the Enderman. Awesome. Okay, well, that will be useful. Alright, and there's some soul sand, but it's fairly precarious. Let's see if there's anywhere easier, and if there isn't, whoop, careful, then I'll try and make my way down there somehow. Okay, so I found this patch of soul sand and it wasn't too difficult to get to. I just dug a little tunnel through netherrack and yeah, it's right beside my portal, so I'm gonna grab some of this and then head back. Okay, we made it back safe and sound to the spider spawner, so I'm just going to set everything up for the bubble column and yeah, we'll be rocking and rolling in no time. I'm sorry it's so dark, but I think we're nearly there just looking at the coordinates. We haven't died yet, so came across, oh, there we go. Came across a few underground aquifers and just built the tunnel around. And yeah, it was relatively seamless. So next thing is to go back up and pour some water down, and then we can build the kelp elevator up and then we can break it and we'll be done. Well, I nearly drowned coming down, so I'm a bit concerned about going up and placing this kelp, but we will hopefully make it. Let's just do it and see. I blocked up the other exit, so there's only one way out. Oh no, oh no, oh, this is really bad. I don't think we're gonna make it. Well, we didn't make it. Okay, so I don't know where we are going to respawn, to be perfectly honest. Okay, back here. I think we'll just run straight back and try and gather everything. And on the plus side, at least half the kelp is done, so we should be able to get it finished now this time. So this is how close the spawner actually is. There's a glow squid in there now. So yeah, really amazing, really handy. That's the staircase I made on the first day down to my strip mines, which had basically nothing in them. So I'm wondering where my stuff will be. It may all be at the bottom, so here we go. Okay, so it looks like it's probably floating on top of the kelp. So there's not really much I can do here. I'm going to take this in case of emergency. There's not really much I can do here except go back in and keep placing kelp and see what happens. Oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. No. It's so far down. Oh my goodness. Well, good thing we made an XP spawner because we are going to need it after this. We made it! Okay. Do we have all our stuff? Yes. Oh man. That was intense. But here we go. Ooh. Yes. Amazing. Well, after all that death, I think... Oh, and it's nighttime. I'm gonna head back down and do some spider killing to get the XP back up. Unfortunately, we're ever low on ores, but for the moment, this rusty old stone sword will do. I'm gonna grind some levels and then come back to you when they're decently high. Well, that was unexpected. We maybe need to build a bit of a bunker on top of this so nothing like that happens again. Concerning. I'm having a bit of trouble with the spider spawner, to be honest, which is the only reason I turned around. I followed the Shulkercraft tutorial, which I've done loads of times, but I find I'm not reaching into the spiders. And I'm having top on the chest and crouch. I've taken out the blocks here at the trapdoors. The spiders just don't seem to be coming over and through. So I'm not sure what the problem is. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. But for the moment, I'm just gonna try to figure it out. And yeah, come back to you when I do. So the rates in the spider farm are not great. So I've decided to come around and light up the caves, and I found a diamond. Whoop, 2. Yo, happy days. Yeah, the rates are pretty bad, and oh man, I feel like I nearly should have waited till we had fortune. This is a huge vein. Woo. The rates are pretty bad, so yeah, I'm just going around lighting up, and I saw another diamond somewhere over here. I think I'm pretty lost at the moment, but yeah, I'm gonna keep lighting up the caves and hopefully that will improve the rates, although I have a sneaking suspicion that I just missed a step in Shulkercraft's spider tutorial, which I'm sure is perfect. Spider tutorials are, or spider farms I should say, are my least favorite of farms. If we found a skeleton spawner, I would be overjoyed. So I'm gonna keep lighting up these caves, and yeah, I'll come back to you soon. Okay, so I have made the most amazing discovery. I'm so excited. It's like all my dreams have come true. So I was busting around here, lighting up caves, and excuse me. And underneath this avalanche of gravel that I nearly suffocated in, somewhere around here, I came across the most amazing thing. Now I just have to find it. And I'm so excited. I mean, check this out, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm on fire and I've no food. We have a zombie spawner. And up here, we have a skelly spawner. I'm so excited. I didn't open the loot chest yet, so I thought I'd do that with you on camera. Iron, amazing. What have we got? Okay, I'll take it. And cat, awesome. And in here, a saddle. Yes, this is what I was really hoping we'd get, is a saddle. I'm just so excited that this is a skelly spawner next to a zombie spawner as well. That has never happened to me before. I'm so excited. So I know we just spent loads of time building up the spider spawner. Ooh, diamond horse armor. However, I think this trumps that, and we're just going to have to abandon the spider spawner, which, to be honest, I'm not too sad about because it wasn't really working out for me anyway. So I'm okay to abandon it and create a double spawner here. More than happy to do that. So this is just turning into a spawner episode. I'm going to go ahead and find a tutorial on YouTube that utilizes, a water elevator and a drop. I think that's the best thing for these sort of farms compared to the spider farm. And yeah, we're going to do a double spawner. We are going to be sorted for XP. It's going to take a bit of work. I'll bring you along on the journey. And then once it's up and running, we can, grind out some XP and then start enchanting these diamond tools. Woo! Okay, so I cleared out some of the area around the two spawners, and I'm very much making this up as I go along. So my thinking is, and this is probably not optimized at all, like I said, I'm just winging it, and I am absolutely no expert when it comes to farms. What I'm thinking is we can have water sources flowing down in this direction, scoop up the skellies, scoop up the zombies. They all end up in this water channel, and then they fly up a water elevator and then fall. And yeah, we can, hopefully there'll be one hit at that stage and we can just take them out for XP. So I'm really excited about this project. Like I said, not optimized at all, literally just winging it. I might make the rooms a block or two wider just to optimize our rates. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how this works out. Okay, so I've been working away for a very long time on the new spawner. I've just come back here just to look at some of the goodies we have here to take with me. What I really need is food. So what we might do, even though it's raining, is head back up to base, harvest some wheat, make some bread, and then get back to building the new spawner. Um, so let's do that. I mean, it's a shame in a way to be ditching the spider spawner literally as we finished it because it did take quite a bit of work and resources. But I think this new spawner is going to really up our game. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. So I've the room dug out. I've the drop chute in place, and I think we're nearly ready to give it a go. There's just a couple of really important pieces of the puzzle that we're missing, and one of those pieces is ice. I do need ice to move the mobs around a bit in this space, so we are going to have to go on an adventure. That might be something we do actually after we've done a bit of harvesting here. We'll go get the last bits that we need to finish off the spawner, and then I'll show you my progress. Well, that was a pretty lousy shipwreck, but we did get a buried treasure map. So I figure, while we're out here hunting for a frozen ocean, we may as well hunt down this treasure as well. It looks like it's a bit off land is the only problem, so we might not be able to get it, but we'll save the map for another day if not. So I think it's worth a shot. Ooh, amazing. It's a portal and a shipwreck together. Cool. Hopefully we get some better goodies now this time. But who knows, we might get another treasure map, so that would be awesome. We're close enough to this one now anyway. So let's see what goodies we can find. Oh, what a cool portal. I love giant nether portals. They just look amazing, and I think it would be super cool to come up with some sort of lore around. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was just waffling on. So, fun fact, I have never raided a woodland mansion because I've never found a woodland mansion in any of my worlds. Oh my gosh. Okay, save these coordinates. We are definitely going to come back to fight those guys, but it might be another day because we are definitely not geared up enough for Vindicators and the likes just yet. Okay, so we're pretty much here. So it might be in that cave that's just underneath us there. So I know there is a hack to this. You find 9 and dig down. So we might do that, but you know what I'm just realizing? It would be really helpful if I had a shovel, which I don't. So let's dig up some of this stone and then see what we can find. It kind of looks like it should be just around here somewhere. What's down here? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna cave. I'm gonna give in to the hacks and use the 9-9 trick, I guess. Or is it 6-6? We'll find out.
Okay, so, oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Okay, this is pretty awesome. That's a pretty good hack now, if I do say so myself. I think I picked that up on maybe Pixel Riff's channel. And I try not to use stuff like that too often. Like I always try and give it a go myself if I can. But sometimes just the time digging isn't worth it. So okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That's awesome. I guess for my future self, we should break that. Um, just so we know we've been here. So that, folks, is our very first treasure map. Now the other map, yeah, it's the very same. Oh man, what are the chances? Yeah, that's definitely the very same. So I think we can get rid of that second map. And our first map here is definitely one for the future museum.
Hey folks, so it's Neve from the future here. Sincere apologies, something went wildly wrong with my sound. As you can see, we made it to a frozen ocean, and you can imagine my horror when I realised I needed Silk Touch on my pick to actually get the ice. I was so annoyed. I travelled thousands of blocks through mesa and desert and everything else. So I headed home, deposited the goodies that we had gotten from all our shipwrecks, found some cows in the nearby hills on the way and decided to grab them because I realised we were going to have to work with some villagers to get enchants to get some ice to be able to finish the zombie and skelly spawner. So I grabbed the only emeralds to my name, bred up the cows a bit more, made some lecterns, and headed off to the village. And immediately when I was there, started working on a Fletcher to bulk up the emerald supplies. And I was able to make 2 lecterns, and I had books, for one more. So there's not a lot of villagers left in this village. There's 3 or 4. So I figured I would try and get Silk Touch and maybe Mending and Fortune as well. So after bulking up the emerald supply, I began the very tedious task of rolling librarians. It took about an hour, I want to say, between this guy and another guy to get Silk Touch and Mending. Eventually I did, not without accidents though. You can see I was about 45 minutes into rolling and re-rolling lecterns when I accidentally hit one of our villagers. But look, I just kept going. I was in too deep. Eventually got Mending. So we have Silk Touch and Mending. I stayed for a while in the village to just grind out some more books before heading back to the frozen ocean and finally enchanting our pick with Silk Touch. I didn't have enough levels really to do anything else, but eventually we were able to get our ice, which is just amazing. It was such a long drawn out process, but it will be worth it because now we can go ahead and work on the spawner some more. So here we are back at the spawner about 2 to 3 hours later. And so you can see we've everything pretty much set up. There's a water channel at the end of the room there, and that leads them to an elevator on the left. We just needed some ice for them to kind of slide along and then enter the water elevator. So everything's pretty much done. I worked a bit on the elevator itself and then began the really fun task of decorating the chamber where they fall down into. This project definitely had its trials and tribulations, and mistakes were made. I died a few times, but I think it was really worth it. So I'm gonna head back into present Neve mode and give you a tour of the spawner now that it's pretty much done. Well, here we are at the finished result. I popped in this viewing chamber here with some black glass and some glow lichen, and you can see our zombies are coming in. Now, as I said, mistakes were made. You can see that our skelly spawner is actually not activated from here. So I definitely should have put this chamber and the water elevator in between the 2 spawners so that both could be activated at the same time when I'm in the kind of killing area. So yeah, mistakes were made. I did just wing this. I did check out a Wattles tutorial just to check the height of the water elevator, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So for a first shot at DIYing it, it didn't turn out too bad. And this then is the chamber itself. So our mobs fall down here, and then technically they should be 1 or 2 shots. I might have miscalculated a block or two, but look, I'm pretty happy with it. You can see the XP is flowing in, and yeah, I think it's really awesome. I think this is going to serve us very well in the future. So we're just above level 30 now, which is amazing. We can enchant. Yeah, so this is the entrance and exit. We'll have to build something nice above ground. All this storage is just cosmetic. I wanted it to have kind of a dungeon vibe, so I'll close this up eventually. This leads back to the old spider spawner, and yeah, I put these cells, if you will, on either side of the water elevator there, which kind of chains hanging down them. So yeah, I definitely wanted those spooky dungeon vibes. And actually behind the vines do have another kind of secret viewing area, and I actually had to add this in because when I'm standing here, both of the spawners are in fact activated. So in a moment you should see the skellies coming in, and you can see the zombie spawner is still twirling away down there. So yeah, there we go, there are our skeletons. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I really like the vibes, it's kind of spooky, and I like the size of it as well. Over here in this enclave, this is where we will have our enchanting setup, so we'll be able to grind out levels and enchant over and over again. I just need to work on gathering a bit more leather to make the bookshelves happen, but yeah, that'll be something we'll do at the start of the next episode, I think. So I really appreciate you sticking through this super long double length episode. There were lots of twists and turns, lots of changes were made along the way, but you know, all of that work was worth it because I think this area is going to be awesome. It's going to be so useful. We're going to use it a lot. So as always, friends, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your continued support on this video. Definitely check out the first couple of episodes if you haven't. I'm really excited to bring you along in this new survival world, and yeah, I can't wait to see what adventures the future has in store for us. So until next time, take care and see you later.